Do you believe love is just fate, emotions, and luck, that no amount of discipline or philosophy can shape it? What if I told you that the person you desire isn't out of reach, but within your control, not through manipulation, but through the unshakable power of Stoicism? Imagine a life where anxiety no longer dictates your actions, where you don't chase or beg for love, but naturally attract it through self-mastery. And here's the key: you cannot control others. You can only control yourself. But when you master yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, you transform into someone irresistibly magnetic. Attraction is strength, clarity, and a presence that commands respect and admiration. In this video, we'll uncover 9 Stoic secrets to winning the heart of the person you desire, not through empty tactics, but through deep, lasting transformation. These aren't quick hacks. They are life-changing principles that will reshape how you attract, connect, and maintain real, meaningful relationships. So open your mind, because what you're about to learn will not only change your love life, it will change you. Before we begin, I have a challenge for you. Watch this video until the end. Every second matters. Each lesson will strengthen you, build your confidence, and prepare you for the relationship you truly deserve. Let's begin. Step 1. Cultivate inner peace. How does Stoicism, a philosophy of discipline, connect to love? The answer is simple. Love begins within. You cannot attract true connection while battling inner chaos. If your mind is restless, your emotions unstable, and your sense of self uncertain, how can you expect to draw someone into your life? Stoicism teaches that before seeking love, you must first master yourself. Picture this: stress, conflict, and disappointments press down on you daily. But instead of being thrown off balance, you remain steady, unshaken. Not because life gets easier, but because you've built something unbreakable within: inner peace. You cannot control the world, but you can control how you respond to it. And when you radiate calm, confidence, and certainty, people notice. There is nothing more attractive than a person who is unshaken by chaos and who stands firm in their own worth. This is why cultivating inner peace is not just about self-improvement. It is a silent force that draws others to you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This is the foundation of attraction, not manipulation, not games, but self-mastery. True love doesn't come from chasing, changing, or convincing. It comes from becoming. So, look inward. Identify your values. Strengthen your mind. Recognize that you don't need to change to fit someone else's expectations. The only person you need to become is the best version of yourself. You cannot force love. You cannot control how someone feels about you, but what you can do is clear the mental space to welcome love, align yourself with what you truly deserve, and let the universe handle the rest. And remember, inner peace is not a finish line. It is a practice, a journey, a daily commitment to growth. Stay patient, stay consistent, and before you know it, you'll not only find peace, you'll find that the right person is drawn to you naturally. Now, before we move on, let me ask you, have you ever felt like you weren't good enough for someone? If you have, you're not alone. And that's exactly why the next Stoic secret is so important. Step 2, focus on self-improvement. Want to attract the right person? Stop chasing them. Instead, focus on becoming the kind of person they can't ignore. Attraction isn't about luck, it's about alignment. If you want someone extraordinary in your life, you must first become extraordinary yourself. Stoicism teaches that true power comes from within. The moment you shift your focus from seeking validation to self-mastery, everything changes. Have you ever asked yourself, what do I need to improve? What parts of me hold me back? Facing these questions takes courage, but it is the first step toward real transformation. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "Look within. The fountain of good ever bubbles up if you will but dig. Your potential is already inside you, waiting." The more you refine yourself, the more you align with the love and life you seek. But this isn't about changing to please someone else. It's about evolving into a person who embodies love, confidence, and wisdom naturally. Self-improvement is not just about ambition or skills. It's about depth. It's about emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and the ability to connect deeply with others. Have you ever been drawn to someone simply because they listened, truly listened to you? That's the power of presence, of understanding, of self-mastery. And that's the kind of person who effortlessly attracts meaningful relationships. Marcus Aurelius also said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Don't theorize about becoming better. Act. Improve every day, even in small ways. Because when you radiate confidence, strength, and purpose, people won't just notice, you will draw them in. If you agree, show your commitment, like the video. If not, comment 0 below, and let's uncover the truth together. Step 3. Live in the present moment. Most people are trapped, either reliving regrets or fearing a future they can't predict. Their minds are restless, lost in what-ifs and if-onlys. But here's the hard truth. The past is gone, and the future isn't real yet. The only thing that truly exists, the only thing that matters, is right now. Living in the present isn't just a feel-good idea, it's a skill, a discipline that few master. When you fully embrace the now, you don't just exist, you connect. Imagine having a conversation with someone you cherish. Instead of being distracted by your thoughts, your phone, or your worries, you are completely there, locked in, engaged, listening not just with your ears, but with your entire presence. That kind of focus is rare, and rare things are magnetic. When you stop being haunted by the past or obsessed with controlling the future, something incredible happens. You become free. Free from stress, free from overthinking, free from the invisible chains that hold so many people back. As the philosopher Epictetus said, there is only one way to happiness. Cease worrying about things beyond your control. And here's the secret. When you master presence, you naturally become more attractive. Why? Because people can feel it. You're not desperate, not anxious, not lost in your own head. You're calm, confident, fully alive. That energy is irresistible. It's the difference between someone who is merely there and someone who commands attention without saying a word. So confine yourself to the present. Train your mind to stay here, now. Because when you do, you won't just attract love, you'll attract life itself. Step 4. Communicate with compassion. Most people listen to respond, not to understand. They rush to judge, criticize, or defend, forgetting that real connection begins with listening. But here's a question. Before pointing out someone else's flaw, have you ever asked yourself, do I have a similar weakness? Marcus Aurelius once wrote, whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself, what fault of mine most closely resembles the one I am about to criticize? This isn't just a lesson in humility. It's a guide to deeper, more meaningful relationships. Instead of reacting with blame, slow down. Observe. Try to understand before assuming. True compassion in communication means listening with your heart, not just your ears. Imagine speaking to someone who truly listens, not just nodding absent-mindedly, but fully engaged, making you feel heard, understood, and valued. That kind of presence is rare, and rare things are irresistible. When you put yourself in another's shoes, you begin to see beyond their words, to their struggles, their fears, their unspoken emotions. Most people react not because of you, but because of battles they're fighting within. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Sometimes all it takes to ease someone's suffering is a little patience, a little empathy, a moment of true understanding. Ask yourself, have you ever given someone your full attention? No distractions, no interruptions, just pure, genuine presence. If you have, you know the impact it creates. People are drawn to those who make them feel seen, heard, respected. Compassionate communication isn't just about making friends, it's about forming unbreakable bonds. It's the difference between shallow interactions and relationships that truly matter. Speak with warmth, listen with care, and you'll find people naturally gravitating toward you. Because in a world full of noise, those who listen become unforgettable. Step 5. Maintain personal integrity. In a world full of empty words and broken promises, integrity is rare, but it's also magnetic. If you want to attract someone truly valuable into your life, forget tricks, forget appearances, focus on one thing, being someone they can trust. Seneca once said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Integrity isn't just about keeping your word. It's about living by it. It's about being the same person in private as you are in public, standing by your principles even when no one is watching. Think about it. What makes someone truly attractive? It's not rehearsed lines or grand gestures. It's consistency. It's knowing that the person in front of you is real, unshaken by external pressures, unwilling to compromise their values for temporary gain. People don't just admire integrity, they gravitate toward it. Ask yourself, what are the values you refuse to break? What lines will you never cross, no matter the temptation? When you have clear principles and the courage to stand by them, you exude a quiet strength that draws others in. This is what creates real attraction. Not pretense, not facades, but authenticity. True attraction isn't about looking perfect. It's about being real. When you live with integrity, people don't just notice. They feel safe around you. And safety breeds trust. And trust? That's the foundation of every deep, lasting connection. We've reached the halfway point in this journey. If you've made it this far, it means you're serious about transformation. Thank you for being here. Your energy is already shaping the life and relationships you desire. Now spread this lesson. Like and share this video so others can start their own journey toward a life built on integrity, peace, and purpose. Step 6. Exercise gratitude. What if I told you that the most attractive people aren't the wealthiest, the best dressed, or the most charming, but those who remain grateful even in the face of hardship? Does that sound unrealistic? Maybe. But according to Stoicism, it's the ultimate sign of strength, and strength is magnetic. Life will test you, challenges will come. You will face losses, failures, and disappointments. But here's the truth. You don't control what happens to you. You only control how you respond. So will you complain, dragging yourself and everyone around you into negativity, or will you rise, seeing every challenge as a lesson, every setback as a stepping stone? Ask yourself, do you admire people who constantly whine about their problems without seeking solutions, or are you drawn to those who face life with resilience, grace, and gratitude? You already know the answer. Epictetus once said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." When you shift your focus from what's missing to what's already in front of you, something powerful happens. You radiate positivity. You become unshaken, steady, deeply alive. And that energy, it's contagious. People feel it. They want to be around it. Gratitude is more than a mindset. It's a force. It makes you mentally strong, emotionally stable, and effortlessly attractive. The kind of person who doesn't just endure life, but embraces it. And that kind of presence is rare. And rare things, they draw people in. Starting today, practice gratitude. Let go of negativity. Welcome the good. and watch as you naturally begin attracting the right people into your life. If you're ready, drop a comment below. Being grateful. Let's see who truly understands the power of this lesson. Step 7. Practice humility. Do you enjoy being around people who constantly boast about themselves? Do you feel a genuine connection with someone who only talks about their own achievements, never stopping to listen? Likely not. And yet, so many believe that to attract others, they must prove their worth through words. Stoic philosophy teaches a different truth. Humility is what truly draws people in. It is not a weakness. It is not self-deprecation. It is having a clear, honest understanding of yourself, neither exaggerating your importance nor diminishing your value. True confidence doesn't need to be announced. It speaks through presence, action, and self-assurance. Marcus Aurelius put it simply, receive without conceit, release without struggle. In other words, take what life gives you with gratitude and let go of what you cannot keep with grace. Those who embody this are not only respected, but also deeply attractive. Why? Because they are genuine. They don't seek validation. They don't demand admiration. And that kind of quiet strength is irresistible. Humility isn't just a virtue. It's a superpower in relationships. It makes you approachable, trustworthy, and sincere. When you are humble, you truly listen, rather than wait for your turn to speak. You respect others' perspectives, instead of forcing your own. You create an environment where connection flourishes, where both sides feel valued and understood. And here's something most people don't realize. Arrogance repels, but humility disarms. It dissolves conflict before it even begins. When you are willing to acknowledge mistakes, both yours and others, without ego or resentment, you build relationships on solid ground, not shaky pride. Forgiveness becomes natural. Misunderstandings don't escalate. If you want to attract someone truly meaningful into your life, remember this: authenticity is rare. Humility proves that you are not wearing a mask, that you have nothing to prove, because you already know your worth. And that quiet confidence, that's what people can't resist. Step 8. Understand and apply the dichotomy of control. Most people waste their energy chasing what they can never control, what others think, feel, or do. They obsess over how someone will respond, whether they'll be liked, or if their efforts will be reciprocated. And in that obsession, they become desperate, anxious, and powerless. But the Stoics understood a simple, life-changing truth. There are only two kinds of things in life: those you control and those you don't. Epictetus taught that our actions, thoughts, and choices are within our power, while the opinions, feelings, and decisions of others are not. So why stress over the uncontrollable? Why waste energy worrying about someone else's reaction when that is never in your hands? Instead, shift your focus inward. Improve yourself. Strengthen your mind. Build your confidence, because that is where your power lies. And power, that's attractive. When you stop seeking validation and start mastering yourself, something incredible happens. People become drawn to you naturally. Why? Because confidence without neediness is rare. Someone who is secure in themselves, who isn't chasing approval, exudes an energy that others want to be around. Applying the dichotomy of control isn't just about inner peace. It's about strategic attraction. When you stop grasping, forcing, or fearing loss, you become more appealing without even trying. You move from being reactive to proactive, from seeking to attracting, from worrying to winning. So let go of what you can't control and master what you can. The moment you do, you'll realize you never had to chase anything. The right people will come to you, drawn by your self-mastery, your calm, and your unshakable confidence. Step 9. Appreciate differences. Too often people try to mold others into their own expectations, forcing change, demanding sameness, fearing what they don't understand. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. True connection isn't found in control, but in acceptance. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Learn to be indifferent to what makes no difference." In other words, don't waste energy resisting what simply is. Differences aren't obstacles. They are opportunities for growth, for learning, for deeper understanding. Instead of trying to change someone, embrace what makes them unique. When you do, trust strengthens, connection deepens, and relationships become more natural, effortless, and enduring. True attraction isn't about making someone fit into your world. It's about appreciating the beauty of how your worlds intertwine. Step 10. Seek wisdom. Attraction isn't just about looks, charm, or status. The most magnetic people are those who think deeply, live wisely, and continuously grow. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." And it's true, the more wisdom you seek, the more clarity, peace, and depth you develop. And that depth, it draws people in. When you commit to learning, to understanding, to seeing the world beyond the surface, you elevate yourself. You become someone who is intriguing and insightful, someone others want to be around. Relationships built on wisdom last, because they aren't based on fleeting attraction, but on substance. The goal isn't to manipulate, impress, or control others. The goal is self-mastery. When you focus on that, on becoming the best version of yourself, love stops being something you chase. It becomes something that naturally finds you. If this video gave you insight, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Your support helps us bring you more eye-opening content. Thank you for watching.